Hey guys, Deadpoolzilla here, and I'm here to answer the questions that you've asked me. So, let's get this show on the road. Okay, first question comes from Brandon Hex, who asked me, who is your favorite Lantern? Is it Sinestro? Well, actually, Hex, it's Sinestro and Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern. Sinestro, for being the like I said, I've said it before, he's the soldier that's taken enough of the crap from like the total jerks or the total loser commanders that he's worked for, and now he's stepping up and doing his own thing. So he may be a villain, but you gotta respect and I can probably understand what he's doing, but he kind of took it to another whole level. So and for Hal Jordan, he's not only a great superhero, he's also a character you could probably relate to, and if he was real, you could hang out with him. So that's my answer to your question, and hope you ask more, Hex. Excuse me. Next question comes from Blue Goblin 01. He asked me two questions. First one is, what is the oldest comic book you have? Unlike you, Goblin, and the rest of my other friends on here, I don't have a very big collection as old comics go. I don't have that kind of money to pay for all that. So sadly, I don't have a good collection. But the oldest comic book I think I have is the issue 1 of Vision and Scarlet Witch from the 12-issue miniseries. So that's my oldest comic right there. I think that's the one. And then he asked me, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Jackpot miniseries for Spider-Man? Well, Goblin, I'm going to skip it. I didn't like the character. I thought it was a stupid idea. I didn't like it in One More Day. I didn't care when she died. The original one didn't. The original one died, and I don't really care. And I'm not really too happy that they brought back the character. So that's all I got to say for that, Goblin. And thank you for the questions. And moving on, we have Mastermind. Whatever. Mastermind asked me, "What's your favorite Godzilla movie?" Ooh, this is a good question. Mastermind, it's gotta be, it's either, I'm torn between Godzilla vs. King Kong and Godzilla vs. Destroya. Yeah, those are my two, because one, we had Godzilla and the two greatest, most memorable monsters that people around the world know going at it, and the death of Godzilla, which, actually, when I first watched it, I was like maybe 8 years old, and it broke my heart when I watched Godzilla die. So, yeah, those are the two for me. So, thank you for the question. And moving on for the final part of this segment. Well, actually, no, I can go to one more. Ziploc Bloody, yeah, my friend on here, he asked me, what is the first comic book you ever read? That took me all day to remember that question, because it took me all day to remember this comic, because I don't have it anymore. But I finally remember it. It's a comic with Spider-Man, and he fought the mercenary group known as the Jury. So, yeah, that's the one I remember, because all I remember, I didn't really read the comic and what I understood very well, but from what I remember, I was really young and my mom got it for me, and all I remember is lasers and Spider-Man and flashy colors. That's the only reason why I got it, because my mom got it for me because she thought it would be fun for me. But that's about all I can say for that. So thank you, and I gotta ask, what was your first comic book you ever read, Zip? And finally, we have 9 questions. There are 10, but I'm going to skip one because it's an idiotic question. From Darth Garaz, and he asked, and here's the first one. What is your favorite video game that is on handheld? Don't like handheld, but originally it was Pokemon Silver. What is your favorite video game that is on console? Left 4 Dead 2. Yeah, it's definitely Left 4 Dead 2. What is the worst movie of all time? Werewolf the Devil's Hound. Awesome name for a movie. Sucked as probably the worst werewolf movie you will ever watch. What is your favorite movie of all time? Total movie buff. I don't really have a favorite. I've got favorites, don't have a the favorite. Starscream or Cobra Commander? Starscream. Have you read any issues of Spider-Girl? Yeah, it's okay. And who would win in a fight, a chinchilla or a rabbit? Skip that. Who is the sexiest woman on the planet? It's gotta be, for me, who I totally think is sexy is the chick from Underworld. I can't remember her name, but that woman is pretty damn hot. Well, that too, and I thought Sigourney Weaver's, and I think Sigourney Weaver's hot, so there's something you didn't know about me, guys. I like older women, I'm sorry. But moving on, what is your favorite book of all time? Right now, it's the crossover between Star Trek The Next Generation and the original 80s X-Men lineup. Or early 90s, I don't know. I can't remember. But it's that one. So right now, the book is called Planet X. So if you want to read it, go look for it. It's pretty fun. Because I think that's like the first crossover novel that actually pulled those things together. So, moving on. His last question is, what is your favorite food? I'm not picky, but if you want to go snack food-wise, it's definitely Swiss rolls. So, thank you for all 10 questions, and thank you for the rest of the guys, and I'll be back with part 2 to finish up the rest of the guys' questions, and I'll see you around. Okay, I'm out.